Yo, all, what is up? Welcome back to the podcast. It has been so long, like unbelievably long, but this is just something I couldn't give up. I enjoy it so much. It's so much fun. And I figured why not just start season 2, episode 1 this year. Let's get it. And yeah, like just want to go over a little recap this year about the NFL stuff going on right now, which is been a little interesting to say the least. Like, it's not the season everyone is expecting. It's just plain stupid in some occasions. And yeah, I say it's about time to give it a nice recap and see what is really going on right now. Like, so first off, we got the Detroit Lions. I think their coordinators just gotta grow on trees or something, because like this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. They lose Aaron Glenn to a head coaching job last year, after last season to Detroit, from Detroit to the Jets. And I wouldn't say that's going very well for the Jets right about now, but I say the Jets are just cursed. And here's the linebackers coach, Kelvin Shepard, who's been the linebackers coach since 2021. So I believe when Dan Campbell got to Detroit. And he gets promoted all the way to a defensive coordinator. And this defense doesn't look like it's changed whatsoever. Like, we're talking a backup secondary, all second strings against Tampa last Monday night. And they just completely covered no fly zone. Like, it's just unreal. Like, the defensive backs coach has got to be something special too. Like, no matter what the secondary is, they seem to always make it work, and that's just insane to me. Like, I mean, I'm a Saints fan. I'm a very biased Saint. Well, not very biased, but like when it comes to the schmucks, I'm not overly happy with them. Happy about them. So, but like still, hard to not admit. Sure, the receiving core decimated a little bit, but like these are all backups. Every single starter last week was a backup. And they just looked like the best secondary in football out there. Like everyone was a second string. They even brought a third string because the second string got hurt. That was 23. I forget his name, but yeah, literally just brought in this third string, and they still made it work. They still did amazing. Like, you know, when a strong safety is wearing number 12, he might not be the starter all the time, you know? And yeah, sorry if I sound weird. It's my throat. I'm not sick, but it's just like rough throat. You also haven't heard my voice in 9 months. But yeah, overly fine, but throat's just been bothering me a little bit recently. And yeah, but like the Detroit Lions are still the best team in football. There's just no other way to put it. It's like name here. Rough start to the season. As expected, they lost both their coordinators, which we all would expect. We thought they would decline a little bit, even from 15-2. Just still, because like I mean, you still really didn't have your starting defense out there all of last year anyway. And Hutchinson got hurt. What was it? Week 5, week 6. Most of the secondary once again was hurt. Like, but yeah, like they just make everything work so perfectly, and it's unbelievable to be honest. Like, Kelvin Shepard just looks like the type of guy that's gonna hype your defense up and just get the secondary like that going. Except for the goat Meek Robertson, like, dude, that guy is on. That might be the most underrated cornerback in football. I already made an edit about him last Tuesday. Like, that is the probably one of the most underrated cornerbacks. Like, sure, like it might not look like that, but like you gotta remember, you might not think that, but like he literally clamped JJ up so hard week 18 last year, which is sure for sure because they played each other, I believe, in high school, or gone against each other before. But it's just crazy how well he made that work. Like, I genuinely love him. He's just a dog. Like, it's crazy. Just he deserves more love. Like, great solid freaking fumble force too. On it was Sterling Shepard last Monday night. Like, he just had a game. Like, just great coverage all around from the dude. Only 27 years old. Yeah, forced fumble, 3 tackles. Just generally crazy. He's already got a pick this year too. And the box score don't even tell you anything when it comes to corners. Like, if you're just going for the sole facts, like you watch the game, he climbs up, like that's enough to tell you. I know it's not really much of a starting receiving core we saw, but it's there, like neither was it a starting secondary, yet they performed as well as you could ask from a bunch of backups. And that's why the Detroit Lions have still proved to be the best team in football. Like, it's not a question. Like, oh, like the offense was going pretty well, but like it was just one of those games, like where the defense was done. Like, they knew what they did, they knew what they had to do, and they just kept shutting them out. But the offense just really couldn't finish the game quick enough. So, I mean, tell me wrong again, Saints fan, biased Saints fan, but that game felt like 40-2 or 40-3, really. Like, just the way the defense for the Lions was performing and the way the offense moved the ball so like smoothly. Like, they didn't struggle whatsoever until like the final quarter, where like it just took a little bit more than you wanted to just to finish it out and close the game out by running the ball. But like, there is not a team that can compete with Detroit. Like, teams that have beaten Detroit in the playoffs, San Francisco the year before last year, and Washington last year. San Francisco looks fine, but I still don't think they were the same playoff team they once were. And Washington's just rough time for them too. Like, I love Washington. I love what they've built there. Like, Jaden's awesome. Krosky Merritt's doing great. Of course, I'm a Saints fan who loves Lattimore. But I'm gonna really be honest with you. I don't regret that. I'm not too mad about that trade now when I think about it. He's been getting burnt toast ever since. Like, really, genuinely. Even in the playoffs last year, I think Detroit he had a fine game, but he got cooked by AJ in the conference championship, and it was just kind of a rough. It's just been a rough going for Lattimore. So I'm sorry this happened, buddy, but we did get lots of draft capital out of it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't the worst thing ever. But I still will cry if we trade Chris Olave. That's one thing I wanted to talk about too, about like Olave being a possible trade and probably the most favorable trade candidate. I mean, it's gonna make me so freaking sad if we do, but like, there's a part of me that's saying, I guess we kind of have to, right? But even though I feel like he could still be here for the long run, like, I think he's only like 25 or something, so like, why not keep him around, right? Like, it's not like he's an older guy that's getting on up there or anything. No, what is he here? He's 25, like, just turned 25 before in June. Like, I feel like he could be here for the long run. We don't have Derek Carr anymore, who wants to kill him. But like, I really don't know anymore as a Saints fan. Like, at this point, let's just pretty much lose every other game except against the Falcons. Like, it's just such a rough season. Like, and like you see the thumbnail, I put the Jets, the Raiders, and the Titans as who's the worst team in football. Which, I mean, yes, Saints fan for sure. But I genuinely don't think we're the worst team in football. Like, we have lots to build off of when you really look at it. Like, we keep Olave, he's young, he can still develop. He can be a 1,500-yard receiver easily, but just like really hasn't had that opportunity. Derek Carr. But like, I think we still got lots to see with Olave. But it really depends how much the front office wants draft capital. Like, because like I don't even think Rattler's performing bad enough to for us to really need to draft someone though. Like, it's just this is going so many ways for me. Like, I really don't even know what they're gonna do anymore. Like, I know I know Rattler might not seem like the future, but this isn't a that good of a team around him. Like, I don't think we're the worst team in football, but we're definitely not a good team. But like but we still have lots to build off around. So like, I really don't know. I mean, like I like our secondary. Our secondary definitely is gonna be a great chance to develop. Like our cornerback room was a big question coming into the season, but I think we're honestly gonna fare just fine. It's like we got young McKinstry, who was a second round pick last year. I believe Quincy Riley was a fourth round pick this year, and he just got his first pick. Like, I generally love that duo. I believe that duo can do very well in the future. They're so young and they got so much potential. Like, you're not just gonna get like a Sauce Gardner or something crazy like that right out of the gates just to be like an all pro cornerback. Like, because like Sauce Gardner had one of the best rookie seasons of all time. But I genuinely believe we're gonna be just fine with those two, because like everyone takes time to develop, including that's why I believe Rattler could too. But I mean, if I think if we want to draft a quarterback, this is probably going to be the year because it was most definitely wasn't last year. Like that Shock pick was kind of a freaking waste, if you ask me. Like, what were we doing with that, genuinely? Cam Ward and I guess we thought Shador was gonna be like the only top, and Jackson. I love Jackson too for sure. But like it's not really the regular loaded quarterback class that you usually see. Like the year prior had Caleb, Jaden, Drake May, all and Penix and McCarthy, I believe, were all top 10 picks. And then Nix came shortly after at 12. So, like, that's like, usual quarterback classes were loaded. Like, because, like, I don't think it's that often you see it two quarterbacks go in the first round and only one go in the top 10. Like, that was a little bit weird, to say the least. Like, this past draft was definitely like an edge draft, really. Like, Carter. Well, Mason Graham, the defensive tackle. Jalen Walker went. There was just a ton of them, really. But like, I say this is, I, I, at least I am happy that we still have lots of season left because like I really don't know at this point in time. I mean, it's already week 8, which is wild, but I, I think we gotta. If we gotta go quarterback, we're gonna have to do it this year. Like it's looking good. Like I don't think I want Manning, to be honest with you. I really don't. But if we, oh god, whatever. I can't. It's you gotta stop thinking about it. But I think it's officially tank time, to be honest with you. Like we're not at the point where anything is working. But even though we're still not losing by a lot of points, like a lot of our schedule has been one, maybe even just two possession games. Like we only lost by two possessions to Buffalo. Cut me a break. Like I feel like we'll be fine. But yeah, so let's go to really who do we really think is the worst team in football? Drop your answer down below, but like I believe it's between one of the three teams on the screen. Like yes, Saints. We're saying the Saints. We're definitely not good, but I don't think we're the worst because like the Jets are just downright cursed. Like I really don't know anymore. Like not making the playoffs since what 2010. That's kind of bad, Like teams go through rough stints, but that's pretty bad. That's my entire life. Yikes! That's crazy to think about. I've never seen the Jets make the playoffs, even if I was just a tiny little, just a baby. Like that's crazy, dude. But I think they most definitely need to draft a quarterback. Justin Fields is not it. Neither is 97-year-old Tyrod Taylor. They're just cursed. That's all I gotta say. Like, there are teams that are just cursed. Like, I don't know what else there is for the Jets. The fact that Justin still hasn't thrown a single pick this year is wild, but I mean, it's hard to throw a pick when you throw 46 passing yards against Denver's defense in London last week. That's pretty bad as it is, but not last week. It was the week before, actually. That game was trash. Like, I kind of regret getting up early for that, but that's why I invested in the Broncos defense in fantasy this year. It was my first year too in fantasy, and like, I honestly love the look of Denver's defense after free agency. Like, what is this on? Wait, what did you just build here, Peyton? Like, that's just the most insane defense on paper ever. Yeah, reigning defensive player of the year as a cornerback, Patrick Surtain. You brought in Hufanga and Greenlaw from the Niners. You just bullying the Niners at this point. After the draft, you drafted Jade Barron first round. You got already a line that had, like, I believe the top most, maybe the most sacks last year, which you really wouldn't think that just looking at it on paper, but Nick Bonito is unreal. Zach Allen is has came alive. Like, Jonathan Cooper is awesome. Like, even the linebacker core is pretty cool. Like, inside linebackers, Greenlaw hasn't really played this year, so that tells you as much as it is, as good as their coordinator is. I still genuinely believe that is the best defense. And that's why they've given me probably 40 points twice or maybe three times by now. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's well, 40 points in this high scoring league. I don't believe that'd be in any other league, but yeah, it pretty much counts everything as points, so that's why. And that league, I'm 4-3, and I should be. I've lost two straight though, so that's kind of rough. But we got a guaranteed win this week. I have like a 95% win percentage. I'm not even kidding you. And like an hour before the game last night, Chargers Vikings, I picked up the Chargers defense because I was not confident whatsoever about putting Broncos defense up against maybe the best offense in football in Dallas. Like, I love Dallas too; they're my second favorite team, but like, that is one maybe top five offense in football. Like, Dak, CD back now, and Pickens is just a deadly trio, and Javonte Williams, like, dare I say Jerry was on to something? Like, oh my god. Javonte Williams didn't end up being that bad. Miles Sanders has been pretty trash, but yeah, Javonte Williams came alive, so there's that. That's for $3 million a year. That's kind of a steal, though. Like, but yeah. And then the Charger defense goes out and gets me 40 points in my high scoring league last night. So that's kind of convenient, you know? But yeah, like, back to the fact, like, where we finally started all this. Back to the Jets, like, ugh. It's just, like, you kind of think, like, they're not completely screwed. Like, if it comes to the future, like, I think they need to relocate. Like, call me wrong. I think that's what the Jets need to do is relocate. Like, this is not doing them justice. Like, and blow up MetLife Stadium, please and thank you. Like, just blow it up. Like, that stadium is so unbelievably cursed. It's gonna hurt. It's taking people out almost like once, twice a month at this point, which is insane. Like, it's already taken out neighbors for the year. Just took out Bryce Young last week, which is probably, I believe he might be week to week. He's already out for this week, but I don't know how long it's gonna last. But yes, it's just that what did the NFL do to that turf? Like, come on, man. Like, what did you put in that? What did you is there like fishing line hidden underneath it, or like reasonable crash out? Like, it's just so sad. It's taking players apart. Like, the Giants would have most definitely won if they still had Malik last week. This, like, Neighbors is not going to come back the same way as a Giant as he did before. Cause, like, you can go look at so many Giants that have left New York and have been amazing, and I like all pro form almost. Like Xavier McKinney, for example, he wasn't bad with the Giants, but he just got a whole crap ton better leaving the Giants. I think he got like 7 picks last year. In his first year in Green Bay and his entire rookie contract with the Giants, he got that many picks total. And then do I dare need to talk about Indiana Jones? Like, bruh, like, come on, man. Like, what is this? Like, this season is unbelievably almost stupid at this point, and like, that's one of the main factors. Like, I love Indy too. Indy's actually my third favorite team. No, I'm not bandwagoning. I've been fans of these three favorite teams for quite a while, but like what in the world? Indy has the best record in football. What point of time are we at? Like what is this? 2040? Like cut me a break. Like this doesn't make any sense. I, Jonathan Taylor, golden as usual, which makes sense. Like that is the best running back in football. Don't even say freaking Bijan Robinson is Bijan Robinson. He's not the best running back in football. Like the Falcons are so stupid anyway. Like this team, like as much as I hate to admit it, this team could be better, but they're just so dumb. Like you paid Kirk Cousins almost $200 million last offseason just to start your ninth overall pick, who sucks anyway. He couldn't hit crap Sunday night. Like this team truly confuses me and it doesn't make sense. But that's not my problem, and they can continue to be mediocre. I don't care. But Jonathan Taylor is the most talented running back in football. Like it's not even a question. Like I dare you. Like McCaffrey, I think McCaffrey's back most definitely, but he's getting on up there. He's not gonna play forever, and he's probably gonna get hurt again soon, unless the rumors are true and Kyle Shanahan did sacrifice the entire Niners roster to keep Christian healthy. Which is why wouldn't doubt, bro? Like that's got to be the only thing that makes sense. He leads so he's got 516 receiving yards too this year, which is insanity. This is 2023 Christian McCaffrey, and if it has to be him to try and stop Kansas City again, let it be. Cause like as much as Kansas City's record sucks for sure, especially compared to last year, but they're still got. I'm not gonna say it's still the Chiefs because they're not that talented of a team. It's just that refs that are helping him. Like here, the defense is kind of solid. I'll give them that for sure, but they're most definitely not the best. This is most definitely not a team that should be making the Super Bowl if it's really what it's if football plays out, the refs play for everybody. But they're probably gonna somehow weasel their way in there anyway, because it's just gotten at that point in time where it's almost obvious. But it's like there's really it's with the downfall of Baltimore. There's really only one team that can stop them now, and it's Buffalo. Because like give me another an AFC team that can stop Kansas City. Like you need playoff experience to stop Kansas City, and currently the only team looking good for that is Buffalo. Like Baltimore's fallen off a cliff. Like here they're coming out of the bye. I think Jackson's back, so might start stringing together wins, but they can only lose probably another 3 games at the absolute max. Which their schedule definitely isn't much of a challenge, but they've got a lot of work to do. So that's unfortunate for them, but I really only see Buffalo having a chance to stop Kansas City. That's the problem with this weird freaking year. Like Indy for sure, 6-1, looking great. But Indy doesn't have Indy. Jones, I mean Jones, kind of. Jones won a playoff game in his career, but Steichen, they don't have playoff experience. You need playoff experience. Unless Indy saw, I love Indy. I love what they're looking like this year, but you can look as good as you want in the regular season. You need to have playoff experience. Like, because I can tell if Indy finishes with 14-3 or something stupid like that, sure, they could be one seed for most definitely, but like, yeah, they could easily lose their first playoff game. Like, you need the playoff experience. That's why I believe Detroit's going to do much better this year. They've been in the playoffs. This will be the third straight year because, like, I dare you to tell me Detroit's not making the playoffs because they are going to. This team still looks amazing. No coordinators, and no previous coordinators, no problem. But Detroit's finally knows what the playoffs are like because like that team absolutely did not know what playoffs were like before 2023. Like sure, Dan Campbell had him rising so well for just like he was automatically someone who would fit the culture when he came there, and he looks great for sure. But you can have such a good regular season record and just not be it in the playoffs, like. That's why I feel like third time is the charm for Detroit, and I don't see Indy making much of a run this year because like you can let like yep like playoff experience is so important in this league, especially in the same conference as Kansas City and even Buffalo too. So like I just don't see it going well for Indy unless they can really prove they're invincible and they beat Kansas City because I believe they play Kansas City in week 11, week 12, something like that. So let's see then if they can because like besides LA and they lost it, Indy hasn't really played any real teams. Like Chargers for sure, they won that well. That's a good one. But then kind of like then it's Cardinals, Raiders before that, Titans, Broncos. They did win. That was impressive. Then the Dolphins. Like besides the Rams they played, and even I guess the Chargers, they really haven't played any real teams. Like so, like that could be why. I don't know. I want to believe in Indy, but like I just don't know. Like sure, you think 6-1 won't be a fluke, but we don't know. Yeah, they play Kansas City on the 23rd. All right, after a bye week, so maybe, but it is in Kansas City. It's like they'll get a little bit of harder games coming. They got Titans this week. That's nothing. They're going 7-1 for sure. Then they got Steelers. That's a little harder, I guess. Falcons in Germany. I think they should win that. Then the Chiefs. They should easily be able to win that. Well, no. What am I talking about? I'm just going smooth here. That's the real test. Kansas City is the real test. I don't know. I don't see him for as of now. I don't see him doing it, but all fresh off a bye, they could be good. They could be fine. Then it's Texans. I feel like they got the Texans in the bag unless they can't get their offense going because Houston's got crap for offense. So they should get that going. Then Jags. That'll be interesting, to say the least. Seahawks, they should win that. That's close. That's very 50-50. Then Niners, which is a little harder too, but it's at home. So, and I mean, yeah. So like, Indy definitely has a chance to finish like 14-3 or something. But like, the playoff experience means so much in current day football. So we really don't know, do we? And yeah, I guess it's all in good time for Indy. I want them to succeed for sure, but we'll have to see. I really don't know. They could be a team that shocks everybody in the playoffs and makes it deep, but or they could just fall right apart when it comes to the playoffs because the playoffs are a different story from the regular season, as Detroit found out last year. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. But I think they could do something. I really do, Indy. I believe in you, sort of. But yeah, going to other bad teams, like, yeah, Raiders. Like, the Raiders, I genuinely don't believe have anything to build off of. I'm sorry, but I just don't see it happening. Like, I'm sorry. Like, they don't really even have anything young to build off of. If I had the Raiders, I'm almost looking to trade Max Crosby or somebody like that. Like, but I mean, he's really the only one you have that's really good for you. But like, I know it'd piss Raiders fans off, and it would piss me off as a Raiders fan. But like, I don't really know. I don't think the Raiders got anything young to build off of. The quarterback room is pure cheeks. Genty looks fine for sure. Bowers will probably be fine when he comes back, but yeah, I don't think it's really there for Raiders. Like, if I can trade Max Crosby for a blockbuster like first round pick, second round pick deal, like I'm kind of doing it because there's nothing the Raiders have this season. They need another year of drafting or two. Like nothing's looking good for Vegas at this point. So that's why I genuinely believe they have a good shot at being the worst team in football. Like 2 wins for sure, but that doesn't mean anything. They beat a Patriots team who had a rough start to the season. Just a not a rough start, but a slow start, and now they're thriving fine. And then they beat the Titans, of course, which we all know what the Titans are. Yeah, I think that'll do it. It was a fun episode. I'm glad to finally be doing this again. And yeah, wild NFL season thus far. But yeah, I'm excited. So let's see what week 8 brings. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. And yeah, we'll see it. Let me know if you got any thoughts down below, if there's anything you want me to talk about next week, because I'll probably be back doing this again weekly, which is great. And so thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate all of you. And yeah, see you next week.